Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. And today I'm actually kind of letting myself be influenced by not one, but two Pinterest pins. This first one, I do not know who made it, but what I liked was the layers with the ornaments hanging down and kind of the framed photo. Both of them have framed photos, and I didn't have exactly the right frame, but I made this slide frame work, I think. And I like, this is by Julie Taylor, and it's got some folded pieces of pattern paper, and she's got some ribbon or thread and some buttons and some embellishments along here that are kind of tying all of that together. She goes all the way across the page. So, and her layers are at the bottom of the page rather than at the top. And I kind of like that. I like this little vignette down here, if you will, with the embellishments kind of tucked under where the page is torn up a bit. So I'm going to not exactly follow those, but I'm working with some Pinkfresh goodies from, this is from the Happy Holidays collection. Everything except this background sheet, which is from something else. I can't believe I'm using it on this side instead of the pretty plaid side. Let me see if I can remind myself. That is from Delightful. And the Happy Holidays is a Christmas collection that actually has a lot of, a fair amount of yellow and pink available and blue in addition to the red and green. But it's also got enough of the colors together that, you know, you can use just the traditional red and green, and you don't have to add in any of the non-traditional colors. I'm actually really in love with this yellow plaid or check or whatever you want to call it. And so I'm going to let it be kind of a determining color for my color scheme here. Let's see what we're going to do there. And this kind of goes up naturally right here. So I'm actually going to tear it here and here and kind of fold that back. I don't want to tear it too much or I'll show the edge of the yellow. And I'm going to let the yellow be torn as well. And I almost want to do that, this little area before I do anything else. The ornament that I'm going to use down here is this blue one. And then I'm going to have some greenery around it, along with some gold. Let me kind of snip that and tuck it. I'll put that there, and this here, and this like so. And then let me see if on my sticker sheet I can find something red. Something red would be nice. Let's do fall here. I was hoping for something round. Okay, So I'm going to do it that way. So let's kind of get this, and I'm going to peel this up because this is where my kind of title piece is going to go. And it says, "All hearts come home at Christmas." And I've got a photo of Barrett from basic training graduation, and he will be home for Christmas. So yay. I'm gonna put that right there, and I'm gonna glue this in the middle and curl up the ends. And I'm going to go ahead and put this down because I kind of want to see how everything relates to this, and this is kind of the key piece right there. Okay, and then that tells me how much I can curl this up. And now I can put this down here. Okay. And let me see if I have any small. Here's a small leaf. I did want to do this one. Right here. And I've got foam on the back of it. There we go. And I was going to see if I had a small leaf to go there, especially if that leaf had some red on it. This one does, but I'm not sure it's the right shape. Here's one that might be better. That kind of doesn't, that would look better going in a different direction. How about this one? Let me curl that up. I'm working too hard on this one thing here. I'll find something to go there. Let's put the rest of it together. I'm going to do because this is kind of over this way, now I know that the photo is going to go over here. And I want to have, let me pull all of these up. I did different sizes and colors, and I kind of want to see what I'm dealing with here. So those two would be good, and then I'll do the yellow big one and this pink one and the green one, or the pink in between, or the green in between, or this kind of overlapping that, and then the green one beside it, or this like that and the green one overlapping. I kind of like that. Okay, so I still haven't quite figured out how I'm going to attach those, but I don't intend for them to go to the end of the page. This one I may overlap on there. Let me get this down. I love how that kind of went right over there. That is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to do this and see if that works, if that's good enough. Okay, that's down there. Now, this one, I don't know if it's going to be enough to bridge there, but I'm going to press it down with the end of my tweezers and kind of see. It seems to be working. This, of course, will flatten out as I put it in the album. Whoops, I put the glue on the wrong side, but that's okay. It's all going to get covered up by ribbon. And this goes, I just want to be sure that I'm putting it in the same place, just slightly above this little, it almost looks like a window frame, doesn't it? Okay, there, and then this one will go here. And again, I'm kind of make sure I press those things down. And now, I just love this idea. It's great for scraps. And in this case, this paper and this pink dotted paper do not come from a Christmas collection. They came from Sunshine on My Mind, the 6x6 paper pack. Okay, now I'm going to use this yellow ribbon. This is by Violet Studio, and it came in the October Mind the Scrap kit. Let's see. Do that. Gosh, if it went across like that, that could even work. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut it here, and now I'm going to glue it with liquid glue. I'm going to tuck it under here. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my tape gun, kind of get it across there. Didn't do a very good job, but it's easy enough to fold back the tape. And all of this, a lot of my greenery is going to kind of hide any mistakes there anyway. Okay, so let me kind of tuck that underneath and then run it across here. Again, I'm going to kind of press that down, make sure it makes really good contact. I'm not going to worry about this little scrap kind of hanging over to the side there. I'm going to do this one about yay long and do the same thing, only maybe I'll try to do it a little bit neater. And I'll tuck it in under there. Go here. Okay, now I know that I want this, let's see, this ornament hanging here. And I'm putting these down because I want the greenery around the ornaments. I want to prioritize the use of greenery there. And I thought I would do this one up there like that, and then I have this one kind of like so. This one was a cut off this end of the page there, and I didn't want to waste it, didn't want to lose it. I put fairly thick foam so that these ornaments would look, you know, the dimension would really show above the page. Okay, so now I think there was one I cut specifically. I cut this one specifically to go kind of right in this little area. And now that everything's glued down, it doesn't work there. So I think this one might be better. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. Okay, that works there, and I could use something small right here. There, and then I want a little bit of gold in each leaf area. So in this case, remember I cut the top off of this one. So now I'm just going to cut individual leaves off and kind of glue them so that they look like shadows underneath the other greenery. Like that. And like so, right there. That looks like it's too much at the same angle and over in a similar place on the same line. So I'm going to move it over here, closer to the ornament. And pointing down. There. It's still fairly similar, but you get the idea. Okay, now we have these that are left to go up here. So I kind of like the big one going up next to the photo. Okay, and I'll come over here and do this one up by that ornament. I'm not using it here. I'll find something else for there. If I have to go find some red sequins. Sequins would be pretty on here anyway. Let me get a... I'm going to cut that down to there and glue that down. Kind of like that gold on a Christmas page. Okay, and let's see. That one would be pretty right there on top of the... And I can cut this off, leaving the other piece kind of whole. Okay, that works. Or should I put it behind? I kind of like it behind. And if I get some red sequins, that would be a good spot for those. Okay, now we've got these ends over here to address. I can do that and then do something like, I know what. There are, let's see, I can do this, 'tis the season, there. And let me get some foam behind it. And now I want something with red, so I'm still kind of leaning towards this. There. Okay, that kind of completes that nicely. And now I have this, which I think I will put down here. And I've got this larger one that's kind of mimics, these are summery tropical leaves, and yet the shape of that one kind of really mimics this one, or this mimics that one, however you want to look at it. And I'm going to point it in the downward direction, kind of like I did the other one here, that way. And then I have this one left, which this is going to have to kind of get glued down. I need some gold coming out there. And I have Let's see what I have. I can do a couple of these individual leaves that I'll cut off here. My fingers aren't working this morning. And let me kind of press that down so the glue makes contact. It's being propped up a bit by this ribbon, which I want, but I also need it to stay glued down. And this one, I can maybe do, let's see, I've got this guy that looks a little like a Christmas leaf. I'm going to cut some off the bottom of it again so that, okay, and that, okay, I like it that way, and I'll tell you why. If I do it this way, it's got too many things going too many different angles. If I do it this way, it kind of extends that horizontal line a little bit on that cluster. Now I have this one left, and I'm thinking maybe right here. I kind of like that, actually. And I have to have a little bit of gold here. So where are those individual leaves I was cutting? Here we go. I have 3 left on here, so I'm going to cut all 3 of them and kind of have them coming down the same direction. As this. And here's the little one. I'm going to put the glue on the paper there. Okay, that looks nice. It kind of looks like a 3-pronged leaf under there. I need a little gold here. Where is there? There's this one, which I can cut so that it looks like a full sprig. I'll put it there. Okay, that works. Now, for some, I had this red twine, which I was going to use if these looked like they were hanging, and they don't. So I don't really need it. Although, let's see. Now, I'm looking for red sequins. And I bet I don't have a whole lot. If I can't find red, maybe yellow or a pretty teal. I know I have a Christmassy, this is called Strawberry Patch, and it has tiny red sequins, but I'm looking for something larger. And I should have scouted these out before. This is Deep Rose C, and it has some deep red, so that's our best candidate so far. This one is True Prosperity, and it has some kind of clear-ish red ones. There are some flat red ones in this special mix from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. So I'm going to just work with those rather than looking through my next set. Let's see if I can get some of these. The one with the fewest reds are this one from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. And I'm going to kind of go here and here and in here. And I'm going to kind of cluster some red sequins in those areas. Different shapes and colors. And there aren't any more. There's some red hearts in there, but I want one red flat sequin. There it is. Okay. And there's some cute little music notes in there. Where did that go? It's there. Okay, now that has brightened it up just already, just those three little sequins. They are catching so much light. I love this blue background paper, and I love the red and green on top of it. It just makes me happy. And the yellow, I think I've talked a lot about. I love Christmas collections with yellow in them, and I can't tell you why. I don't have any particular artistic brilliance to share with you about why that works. But for me, it sets off the other colors, and it just brightens things. And this has always been the case. I've always liked the yellow lights in the multicolor light strings. I don't think we got a multicolor light string one time that had no yellows, just the reds and greens and blues, and it just didn't look right to me. Okay, we're about done, and I'm occasionally spilling a teal sequin, and that actually kind of looks nice. to me, but we're not going to introduce another color here. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to vary things a little bit. I just filled up my glue so it's got some bubbles. That's a clear sequence, a little bit different color from the other red one. And this one's going to be different still. But to me, the red sequins just kind of look like and enhance the whole red berry look. So I think we're done, and I'm happy with it. And I thank you, Julie Taylor, and whoever did the other page for your inspiration today. And I wish all of you a very happy holiday season, however you're choosing to celebrate. And I'll see you next month for another Off the Board where we bring Pinterest pins to life. Now, I will tell you that at this time next month, I will still be recovering from my shoulder surgery, and I may not be fully functional, but I should be able to find some way to do, I'll be able to scrap, I think, but maybe not as able to film. So it may be, my videos may look a little bit different. So I may have to enlist some help. Okay, so there we are. And I cannot wait for this guy to come home, and I thank you for watching. Bye.